Wilson and Snoop Dogg to just do bullshit.
Honestly,
Why does he do bullshit like they weren't some of the greatest songs of all time?
These guys were dancing in the middle.
Signs?
They were good songs.
Signs.
They ain't coach.
They were
Come
good
on,
songs
man.
for sure, but
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
no,
Nah,
don't
yours
do
is
that.
better, man.
It's okay, thank you.
What do you mean that's okay, thank you? What kind of
Still
response is
doing
that?
ooh-wee, like, there's no,
Because it works, it's strong.
it doesn't work. I'm telling you, it
That
doesn't
guy
work.
gets
Okay.
100,000 for
Literally. You want to come in here, come to the studio and say, ooh,
and then leaves.
done.
Done
Bam.
my
No,
bit.
you can download my ad-libs now.
Absolutely.
God
That's what it's
forbid.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're ready to get started.
Yeah, man, as always.
Cool, let's get straight into it. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening or watching. Welcome to episode 82 of DBTHPodcast, aka Don't Believe the Hype Podcast. You don't know. Hello. Shout out Charlie Wilson. Don't you dare. You give that man his flowers. Come on, man. Speaking of people that are getting their flowers, you know they're giving Kid Cudi a documentary on Prime Video.
Bullshit.
What's the documentary
For?
going to be
Why?
about?
About what?
His life.
His life about... Oh,
God
Toby,
forgive
come
me.
on now.
God forgive me, but most of his life has been on drugs.
I was about...
And then he went to rehab, then he came out. What are we talking about?
I was about to say, because
That's the story of every major guy
That
in
did
the
drugs.
industry anyway.
Okay,
What's
because
the big deal?
I was just about to say,
I'm
because
just
they did
saying
one
he's
of
not-
Whitney Houston does not mean they must do one.
Not
You
really,
guys
because
need to
compared
get-
Whitney and Kid Cudi.
Why?
that's
They
one.
both did drugs.
Well, she was at least. Well, she
Toby,
was
she was
at the
high
end of her
on
career?
coke.
Was she at the end of her career? Was she at the end?
Nah,
of her
she was doing crack when
I'm
she
just
should
saying.
not
I
have
feel
been doing
like
crack.
Kid Cudi's still got a lot of his career to go.
No, he has none of it because there's none
I
left.
think he's got a story to tell, and I don't like
What-
how you're doing.
what is the
goat,
story?
but that's fine. He's got a story to tell. What's
about
going
seeing
on here?
Casper. What the heck is
It
that
might
all
be a
about?
bit early. One of his songs. I guess.
Okay, kids, he goes. Let's see what you did there.
Ah, yeah, come on.
But
Do
I
it.
still feel like it's a bit too early. But you know, do it.
Damn.
No.
It's going to be a grand opening, grand closing kind of situation.
Ooh.
No, because what has he done?
He's done
Come
stuff, but
on.
No, he has.
no.
I swear he only
Documentary
has
level.
one. I believe he only has one good album, and that's it.
he
Hey.
could do like a 3-episode miniseries. I don't
About
know.
what? About going to China and doing diamond
The
chains
beginning,
with
the middle,
what Ben Baller?
Did he go to China?
Eh?
Was it China?
Did he go to China?
Or were you just
Oh,
racist?
wait.
That's a chain with Takashi Murakami.
That's
man.
racist.
Where's he
'cause that's
from?
Japan!
Japan.
Sorry guys, I'm not racist. I just not good at
That's
geography.
exactly what a racist would say.
I'm not good at geography. God forgive me. It's like when was
I'm
that Roxanne's thing, and then everyone
Oh
went
my
round
God.
and I
No,
went Paris.
No, you're not going to blame that on
No,
geography.
let's not do
We're not
that.
gonna
We
blame
had
it.
to name countries,
Yeah.
and Michael was like 7th in line. Everyone said Nigeria, Bulgaria, Paris.
Paris.
He said Paris with so much strength and conviction.
Paris.
No, the reason why I said Paris is because I was thinking of myself going to Paris, so that was on my mind.
Don't worry, I said goldfish for animals that are in the sea, so
That
I
was
still stand by that one just to say.
That's one though. Goldfish.
no. Do you know why?
No, they're not. They're in tanks.
Yeah, do you know how he tried to spin it? He was
Nemo.
like, explain finding Nemo there.
Oh, look at you, smart guy. Look at you.
Yeah.
That's a
Smart guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know who else feels like they deserve their flowers as well?
Who?
The Game. He's like, y'all niggas keep
Nah,
shitting
man.
on
No,
me.
he does.
I keep putting that butter
No,
up.
the
Yeah,
game. No, the game deserves his flowers
Shut
for
up.
how we do.
This is how we do.
Yeah, song is classic still.
That's
That
it.
song is
No, don't do
disgusting.
that because he's
You
got
know
some.
what,
He's
yeah.
got some classics.
Tell
Hate,
me
Hate or Love It
how
was a
the
classic.
Game,
Okay.
Take
Yeah.
your flowers,
The
take your
documentary,
flowers.
that whole album, there were some good things on there.
I feel like
Yup.
it'd be pity flowers. I don't think it'd be anything great.
I think the
It's
game
flowers.
is one of the reasons why Chris Brown feels like he's bad, because the game was a light
Chris
skinned.
Brown did it to himself when he
No,
went to
it was a
jail
light
and
skinned
blood
black
gang.
guy.
Bro, the game isn't neat. We'll come back to
No,
that
I
another
hear
day.
that.
He's,
Really?
a,
I hear that.
hey, he's one of the
I hear
biggest
that. I
neats
really do hear that.
out
man.
here.
I
Like,
really
he's
do.
a big nerd.
That's
For
a
real.
Big nerd. But anyway, we'll come back to that. Shout out him for Ali Boumaier, top 10 songs of all time.
great song. No great song.
Top 10 songs of all
No.
time.
Yeah,
It's not actually up for
yeah,
debate.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool. Let's get straight into this introduction, guys. I'm Kesi, aka Case Boogie, in the cut. What it do?
And to Mr. Nasty, Shaman T.
And it's Mr. MBT, the one and only. Boy.
Way,
That was just. That's it.
Way,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's go.
All
Let's
right,
go.
cool. Before we get into tables, trainings, all that good stuff, guys, you know we always like to shout out our supporters.
man. We
Little support
appreciate
shout out. So
Our people.
the people. Big shout out to Edmund as always. One of the realest.
Yeah,
Ooh,
man.
which brings
Shout out
us on to the second support. I actually didn't mean to do that. Shout out the realist, the
that
realist on YouTube.
DA.
Appreciate you for the love. You actually go onto YouTube to find us there. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
We
man.
love the
Respect,
comments. We listen to
respect.
the comments. We see the comments. We hear you guys.
Mm.
Okay, appreciate
We do.
you always. Yeah, those are our two support shout outs for today. let's move straight on. Actually, before we even do all of that, guys, Road to 500, well and truly alive. I really don't want to keep on saying this. I feel like I'm nagging. And I don't like that. So follow us on the gram.
We're going to continue saying this in 2022.
All right, then. Cool.
Right now.
Because I know if you've entered the tramway path and you're listening to this, then why did you enter tramway, which cost you £3, and not enter the Instagram something and follow us?
Which is free.
Which is free. Brother, follow us on the gram, DBTH Podcast. You get it. We don't have a house for you, but a giveaway dead there once we hit 500 followers.
We could get one at some point.
If you just follow us.
That house
likes
free.
Who likes free money? None of y'all.
Apparently. Come on, man. Follow us on the gram. What's going on? Right, now, let us move on to tables, trainers.
Trainers, tables. Watch
That's right. And if you're listening to us right now, we'll do you well to come on down to YouTube Town, where you can see these trainers in a what?
In a real life.
Gorgeous. Brilliant.
I'm trying to do Johnny Wilson, but my voice was not. It just wasn't.
Brilliant. Cool. So that was so gorgeous. Just love the harmony. Oh, all right, guys. You already know the title of today's episode if you're listening or watching. So, in front of us here, we have a theme. You know we always have a theme. Listen, to Mr. Darilist or Mrs. Darilist. Darilist, we saw your comment about bringing some older trainers into the fold.
Can I interject here? Let's be real, dog. There was a certain time when we started collecting shoes, right? And there's times when you give away shoes, you throw away shoes, you get rid of shoes. We wear our shoes on this podcast. However, we can probably bring some old shoes. They'll be very dusty.
We'll find some.
They'll be very dusty.
I've got my Spizikes from 2011. I think I've got my Vans. Yeah, we saw the BKs last week.
We saw the BKs.
Yeah, those BKs look like ass booty,
Do you know what trainers I would love to put on here?
What?
My Nike Hirachis.
Have you still got them?
No.
Then don't say it. I think there's some shocks upstairs in the attic.
I think your blue Hirachis are upstairs.
There could be.
Yeah, so
we'll see if
we're going to look in the archives and we're actually going to do it. Yeah.
Is it Mr. Darillis or Mrs.
Darillis.
Darillis?
Okay, the pronoun is duh.
There you go.
So that's what we're going to do. Okay, cute. Let's get straight into it. So to the right of us, we have... Oh, no, sorry. Let me explain the theme just before you lift up to the screen. So today, guys, you can see by the title, we are celebrating blackness, okay?
Blackity black.
Right now,
black.
Right on.
Alexa play Bashy Black Boys. That's what I can just in my head.
Black boys, everybody black boys.
Not everybody. Everybody black boys.
Black boys, everybody black boys.
We are black boys.
Black sheep.
We are black kings here.
We was kings.
And queens.
Right, we was kings. Okay, cool. So today our theme is based on they're all collabs actually. They're all collabs, but they are collabs with black designers, black artists, black people.
Blackity black.
Yeah, blacks. So
black.
yes, please. So to start us off, we are gonna start with the black trainer. The blackest black.
The black is the black. It's Vanta black.
The Vanta black.
It's
this
not
is
black.
What? Because he's mixed race.
Well, you gotta go with Mocha or something.
Oh my God, it's black and white, and Jerry Lorenzo is black and white. Right, we have the Fear of God comment.
Is he?
Yes.
He's definitely not fully black.
No, I think he's fully black.
Nah.
No. I think
with
Jerry
a name
Lorenzo.
like Jerry Lorenzo.
No, but
might be
Lorenzo
African.
isn't actually I don't think that's his name.
Let's look into that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Shout out to Jerry Lorenzo for this Fear of God and Converse 70 number. This is Vanta Blanc.
Very, very underrated shoe.
Very underrated. Very underrated.
Yeah,
I really like my
also-
green pair, but this black one is
Green
kind
or
of
grey?
Green?
Did I say green?
Was that friends and family? What's going on? My green player.
Blackity black.
Black.
So Jerry Lorenzo's parents are both black.
There you go. He's black.
That woman is not a black woman.
She's
You
Haitian.
can't take that away from her.
She's not a black woman.
You can't take that away
Anyway,
from her.
she might
Black.
be. This is the thing about...
The dad
We'll come to that.
has aged very well.
Yeah.
This shoe, I'm not gonna lie, even though it's very underrated, it's actually quite hard to wear.
Why? Oh yeah, because it's difficult to style.
It's difficult to
Yeah.
style.
Is the black one difficult to style as well?
I feel like
because I have a really hard time with the grey ones. I
Yeah.
thought the black would be easier.
I think the grey is actually easier. Really,
It's
truly.
not.
It's
Converses
really,
were
is
not
it?
meant for you guys because I
No,
would have
it's
styled that
tricky.
with a $1.50 on my
You
shirt
wouldn't.
right now.
You wouldn't wear it the same way that you would wear normal Converse.
yeah, you
No,
wouldn't.
you
I don't see
wouldn't.
that
Trust me,
at all.
it's off.
It is
It's
slightly
off. It's a
trust
little
me.
bit off.
That's it then.
I'd like to find out a bit more about Joe Lorenzo's life because there's no way that woman.
His mum is black. His
Look
dad
at
is...
his hair. That man is mixed race.
No. Do you know the water's different in America?
Anyway.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of calcium.
And his name is not Jerry Lorenzo.
what?
His name is Jerry Manuel.
Man, well, Lorenzo, it doesn't help.
Come on.
No, he doesn't.
My guy. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever. Shout out to him. He might be Afro-Latino. Shout out to Joey Lorenzo. Let's move on. We're not here for a genealogy.
Background of Mr. Lorenzo.
No.
He's the American luxury streetwear label founder of Feral God.
Fear of God and Fear of God Essentials, or is it now called Essentials?
I don't know.
Okay.
Two great brands.
But his dad is Jerry Manuel, the famous Major League manager.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
That really gives us a lot about his background and where he comes from, and he's.
Came from. So he did that collection for the Negro Leagues recently. I was thinking, where did that come from? But his dad was in baseball.
Yeah, I was really looking for some personal details, but nothing there.
A personal deal. He's age 44.
Of Jerry Manuel, that's fine. Anyway,
He's aged very well as well.
Yeah, yes.
Very well.
Well done. Well done to you, Mr.
I hope I look as good as that at 44. I know I will.
Okay.
Yeah, his dad is kind of hot though. He's 67.
Sorry?
No, look at him. He looks good for 67.
No, he does.
What are you talking about?
No, that's how I'm gonna look at. That's how I'm gonna look at 67 as well.
You sure?
It's kind of far.
Have you not seen my face?
What about
Aged well.
saying?
If you know how old I am,
I want to age like Pharrell, to be honest.
guess my age.
Let's not. Can we just move on?
I don't know.
Anyway, the next trainer
Please,
on Trainer's
God.
Table.
I'd just like to confirm that Joey Lorenzo's dad is part Cherokee. Let's move on.
Oh!
What's Cherokee?
That's the
It's-
Native Americans?
Yeah, and I don't even think they like being called Cherokee.
I don't know. Native Americans? Red Indians?
No, not Red
Red
Indians.
Indians? Not Red Indians? Okay, cool. I don't
Native
know.
American, Native
And
American.
I thought I was racist.
I don't know what. That's not racist for one.
Let's move on. I'm sorry. Let's move on. You've been out of control. Racist. That's racist. To the left of us, we have the New Balance and Salehi Bembry. In the this is in 2002, our Water Be the God.
Water be the God.
Yes, shout out to Salehi for this one. Classic. We talk about it all the time. We love it, bro. We're running out of pairs, as you can see. There's a lot of repetition.
You know what's so mad? I don't like that name anymore.
Water Be the Guide.
Because water is not the guide.
What is the guide?
Because I am not water. I don't believe in no water oracles. What do you mean water be the
I think
guide?
you're ultimately
God is my guide.
fluid like water.
Well, maybe that's why it's so artistic, because it's open to interpretation. I took it to mean.
What?
I took it to mean. My
Okay,
English is
alright.
fine, racist. My interpretation of these, water be the guide, is that, as water is tumultuous and it sways. The political crinkum crankum. That is the same way in which we should just flow.
I turn left.
Anyway,
Go with the
next
flow.
thing
Wow.
on the pedestal.
Think about it.
Mr. Bembry.
Bimbri. We know it, man. You know it. You've seen it so many
Shout
goddamn
out,
times.
yeah,
Shout out,
it's a zoo
Bimbri.
shoe now.
Yeah, shout out to,
Sold
Shout
out.
out to Salehi. Oh, yeah, it's gone in it. Both
gone.
colorways.
Of course.
K Manuel.
Shout out to Salehi. Onto the pedestal.
Like wind.
Wow, underwhelming. Like this trainer, we have the Nike and Off-White Dank Low in this is lot number
25.
25. It's lot number 25. Gorgeous pair, really nice leather. Just unnecessary to bring out 50 colorways in my opinion. But Virgil is excessive.
Yeah, all the time.
So yeah.
For
nothing
those
is
that
more
might be
excessive,
screaming,
but
where's the
shout out
tag? Where's the tag? Show them the tag. It's in there somewhere. Where's the tag?
to
Where's
you.
the
You guys like
tag?
ASMR? Hold on.
There's someone that's picking the screen right now.
Yeah, don't worry.
There's the tag. It doesn't get worn. Kind of weird to wear it.
What did you call it? ASMR?
ASMR.
Oh,
It's
ASMR.
like when they like the sound of...
You know what? Yeah, I was watching how Tekken was made.
Oh yeah,
With the noise.
vegetables.
With ASMR.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
like it? It's nice, isn't
No,
it?
it's not nice.
It's weird, man.
Oh, I
Because
like
someone
it.
was eating, there was one guy eating a banana.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. And you can see
I-
them.
Crushing.
Yeah, no.
crushing veg.
I don't like. You don't want to hear that type of stuff. It sounds like.
I was
saliva.
like, it looked, no, it
But I
sounded
like
like
crunchy
shit.
things. I like hearing things like go like this. Like not me, obviously, not with my hands.
No,
but
please.
Like,
that's very. I don't know how
I
someone said
love
this.
that.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
That's China's tables.
Yes, that
brings.
excuse me. Let
Wow.
me close off. That brings us to the end of Table Trainers.
Trainers
Whoa,
tables.
whoa.
The child had water in my mouth.
And that's not good enough.
Water was being guided.
No, shut up, shut up,
that's what I was about to say as well.
No, shut up.
Hey.
Hey-oh. That brings us to the end of Table Trainers.
Trainers tables. Watch out!
Thank you very much. On to you, Michael.
So, as always, every single week we come with the latest news about what's going on in the sneaker industry, in the fashion industry, and what's going on in music and in the culture. So, first thing on the list is we went to the Gucci store. We went to the Gucci store. When was it? Thursday or Friday?
Thursday.
Friday. What?
It was Friday. For sure.
Friday.
It was Friday.
Thursday.
Friday. It was Friday.
Friday.
On Friday, we went to the Gucci store in Shoreditch. It was great.
Gucci.
Check out our reel.
In Shoreditch. It's a temporary pop-up that will be there for 2 months to the end of November.
Ooh.
For the first month, it will be celebrating Gucci's 100-year anniversary. I'm still doing the song in my head. And then for the second month, they've got the Gucci and Balenciaga collab up in the store, in the pop-up for a month.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the store?
It is what it is, isn't it? Just like Gucci store.
Nice space.
4 walls, man. These people can't trick me. Like, come on,
No,
bro.
for real. No, let's be real. It is actually just 4 walls. Like, it's actually...
Guys, we did a walkthrough of the store. So if you can't be asked to go to Shoreditch, check out our reel. It's on DBTHPodcast, the Instagram that you should be following.
But the store. The store was the store, man. The coolest thing there was the staff uniform. Being true,
The best thing was outside.
What outside? I don't know. I'm not even. Look, I'm over
the
that
wall
too.
was cute.
The print.
Yeah,
the wall was cute.
the double G everywhere was the best thing.
Are they gonna keep that print on the wall? They're gonna take it down.
Nope.
Once it's done.
Someone else is gonna spray paint all over that.
Yes, sir.
That's wild.
Better spray painted black.
That's wild. Okay. All right. Well,
Just like this episode.
grand opening, grand closing.
Anyway, next one on the list. Fendi and Skims is about to release. What's it called?
A collab.
A collaboration. Thank
What
you.
is Skims?
Skims is
Kim
Kardashian's.
Oh,
The loungewear.
Yeah, loungewear, lingerie.
And you're gonna do Fendi.
Yeah, man, Fendi
collab.
and Skims.
FF all over the place.
Yeah, I'm very.
That's gonna go crazy.
That's gonna go
The
crazy.
Kims.
Kims.
That's a good one, you know. That's a good one. I like that.
It wasn't that good.
No, I like that.
Skendi.
Skende.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, I know. It all sounds bad.
Fendi, I'm shocked that Rihanna's actually doing this collaboration with them, but it's not even really Rihanna's brand.
K?
It's not even Rihanna's brand. It really isn't.
Why is Rihanna doing this?
It's not really Rihanna's brand.
It's
Why is
Kim
Rihanna doing
Kardashian.
it?
What are you
Fendi is owned. Fendi. Oh
Not
my
Fendi.
He's really stuck on the black theme. I like it though. I
No,
like it. But it's,
No. Don't let him
I'm
get
trying
away
to
with
help
this.
him out. Fendi and Rihanna and Fenty are
It's
two different
6:52 in the evening. It's been a long day for me.
I would hope so.
Paris.
Anyway.
In my head, why did I
Anyway.
think Fendi?
Look, Fendi and Skims is going to be everywhere.
Yeah, it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be mad.
People are going to be wearing lingerie as outerwear again.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
brother. Remember
Yeah.
that phase?
But what about
Oh,
cycling
brother.
shorts? Does she do
Cycling shorts.
Yeah, like she does like, like Spanx.
No, but that's
Oh,
like
it's not cycling shorts.
no,
Spanx.
it's body shape.
Well,
it's
yeah,
body
it's
shape.
shapewear. Thank you. Shapewear.
So that's not the same.
She's doing everything printed. There's gonna be mesh tights, mesh bras, mesh everything. Fendi print on everything. Double left, baby.
You're gonna do. I think tights will look cool though.
Yeah, have you seen them?
I haven't seen any.
They look cool.
No, they look cool. Send it to Tobi.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Next thing on the list is Virgil Abloh once again is about to bastardize another trainer. This guy's coming out with an Air Force One mid.
Oh, that's sexy. Mr. Nasty likes that. That's nice.
God, give me that.
Virgil Abloh, my brother man. Look, this shoe is hideous. Number one. Number two, it looks like a Flyknit shoe. I don't know why.
it's
So I was gonna say it looks like a Flyknit Vandal. Do you remember the Vandals
Yes,
from
I
back
do.
in the
I
day?
do.
That's
I
what it
do.
reminds
That's
me.
the one I had, didn't it?
Yep.
The white and red one with the. No, I had the.
Did you
They
have
had
the
the
braids?
Flyknit Air Forces.
No, you had the Flyknit.
I
Air Forces.
love the
The
Flyknit
high
Air
tops.
Forces.
Yeah,
I do
TSB
like
loves
that.
Flyknit Air Forces. He
Really?
loves them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't crease. But with one thing gets put in place, another thing gets taken away.
Yes.
So it creases, but it gets dirty in like 2 days.
Yeah, I remember that. That was ridiculous.
That's it.
Virgil, please.
I'm like,
Are you gonna get?
I'm not mad at them.
Will you get?
From what I can see, I'm not mad. I want to see it in person.
Will you get?
If I get my hands on it.
They look truly awful.
Let's see. Anyway, next thing on the list is Union Air Jordan 2 is being released. The colorways, hideous. Kesi likes it. It looks like candy floss.
Is it like the situation that happened with the second Union? Oh, they're hideous.
Thank you. It looks like, you know when Virgil Abloh did those blazers?
Terrible.
Those blazers that you won.
Oh yeah, the All Hallows Eve.
Yeah, you should have kept those, by the way.
No,
It looks like...
So one
Don't think
colorway is a clock colorway, and another colorway is just S.
I like the hot pink though.
That looks like something that you see in Foot Locker.
You like the hot pink?
I like the hot
That
pink.
looks like a Foot Locker
I'm a
show
hottie.
shoe.
But you've been bastardizing Nike when they were putting hot pink on other trainers. Now you like the hot pink?
I'm not gonna lie.
When?
It's a serious city girl shoe. Put it that way. What?
It's you man that he's calling me a guppy. It's you man that like the Jordan 2s though. That's your bag.
Jordan
isn't
twos.
it?
I told you I don't
Loads.
like them anymore.
Loads.
Get out of here.
Loads specific.
Anyway, next thing on the list is Tesla has now been...
Tesla?
Yeah, Tesla.
Yeah.
Tesla is now $1 trillion company. With that happening, Elon Musk's net worth has now hit 280 billion.
Richest man in the world?
Richest man in the world.
Well, he's not the richest man in the world ever.
Yeah, well,
that's
a black man.
We was kind.
Unfortunately, it is.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Elon.
Yeah, that's really it. So basically now the stock price for Tesla right now is in the thousands.
It's gone back up again.
Yeah. Should have invested. Damn.
Should have been there.
But the main reason why.
Kesi, we're about this capitalism.
No, 100%. You gotta make that money now. That bread.
Gotta make that bread. Taxes are gone up. We gotta make that money somehow.
You don't understand. Inflation next year, they're telling us 4%.
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. When the petrol when the petrol hit 150, I said I might have to.
Is it 150 now? I thought it was 140.
But what's his name? What's the guy that handles the finances for the UK?
I don't know.
Whatever his name is.
The Chancellor.
Yeah, no, but his actual name.
Whatever.
Whatever.
The exchequer.
Yeah. Anyway,
Rodney.
you don't want to say it. The guy that's about to make the UK bankrupt. Anyway, that guy, he basically said that
I was gonna say
petrol.
Gordon Brown.
Oh Lord.
That guy can't even see.
Hey!
So.
Stop saying nasty things, man.
Yeah, well, okay. No, because he was a prick. He was the worst prime minister I've ever seen in my life.
Katie was. Anyway.
No, because it couldn't be him because obviously.
I'm bleeping it out.
Anyway,
let's just move on.
So basically, he said he's gonna freeze the prices on petrol. He's gonna freeze the prices on alcohol. I was like, okay, so we can't get drunk.
Did you not see what Weatherspoon said they're gonna do?
What?
Next month, that all drinks are 99p.
Mad too.
You gonna see me though?
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Really? All month?
All month.
Yeah,
Dang.
that place is slutty. I haven't been Weatherspoons in a long time.
No,
It's a slutty place.
Man.
The carpet is sticky.
It's like,
Counter's sticky. Everything's a mess. It smells like beer.
It smells like vomit.
Yeah, it smells
Really?
like beer.
Yeah, I'm not going there then.
You never been to a Spoons before?
But you have a great night.
Oh, it's for the culture. You have a great time.
I haven't been to Slug and Less as well.
Slug.
You'll enjoy.
Oh,
not
you're
the
missing.
Oh my god, the
slug. Yeah,
Shut
for sure.
up, man.
Go down to the slug.
Anyway, that's it.
Let's move on.
Anyway, so
can I just say quickly, Elon Musk, fuck that man.
There you go.
Let's move on.
Oh, that's it then. But the main reason why he's now hit $1 trillion is because Hertz said that they're gonna buy X amount of cars from him next year.
For
electric
car
cars.
rental.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's
Confirmed.
insane. They've already done the order.
Done.
Mad. Okay.
That's it. Anyway, next thing on the list is Young Thug released an album. It's called Punk.
Yeah.
It is shit.
It was an attempt. I'm not sure what he was attempting.
That guy needs to just stick to bringing people onto the scene, and that is it.
You know, I like the fact that he tried to
and
experiment.
doing collaborations. That's it.
He tried to experiment. He tried to do something new. It didn't come off for me at all.
Jeffrey was something new.
Yeah.
This was a lot of ass.
He tried to do something different. He tried. You know, he's on his rock star.
Yeah.
Tip right now. He's on his like, I'm about to crash hotels and break cars. He broke
And
a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, they did break a Rolls Royce.
They were on that rock star life. Yeah, punk rap.
Gang shit.
So I mean, like, I was expecting something that had a bit more of a hip hop and rock mix, but it was almost like it was rock ballads. This guy was singing on songs.
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
It didn't slap the way
It didn't slap the way he wanted to slap.
I think he's done worse. No, in regards to singing, like, I don't think he's been doing singing. You know that song that he's singing?
But he has been doing
What
singing
song
before.
was that?
I don't know. Beep,
Sounded
beep.
like Tip McGraw.
What? Oh, beep, beep. You know that song? Beep, beep.
But
What?
it's
Oh,
like,
you know this what song I'm talking
I
about?
really
No.
don't.
What?
I really do not. I really do.
Let's
No.
say meet, but, what?
You know, what's the
Meet,
Looney
meet,
Tunes?
period.
The Roadrunner.
Meet, yeah.
You guys are assholes.
Beat, bop.
So,
Wap,
Album
bap,
was
bap.
trash.
no? What about you?
Yes.
What, the album?
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Okay.
There was one song though. Hold on. Big
Oh.
shout out. There was one song that I said, yeah.
It's a song with him and Ghana.
Yeah, I think so.
No, you don't.
Even
The
that,
song
I mean,
is
even that one.
Insure My Wrist. Wow! That song is a banger.
Yeah.
No.
Is that the ones with... No, I was thinking of Bubbly, you know. Bubbly's alright, but again, it's a cop out.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, another release is Pot of Paper. Pot of Paper released, is their album?
Yes.
Album is called Thanks
for
for the
Waiting.
Wait.
Have you
Thanks
guys
for
listened to
waiting.
it?
No, is it?
Thanks
so
for waiting.
why do I have Thanks for Wait Rose on my thing?
Wait, Rose. Thanks for the wait.
Thanks for the wait.
The bootleg version.
Yeah,
Thanks for
100%.
waiting.
Thanks for the wait, bro. But yes,
Thanks for
Pot
waiting.
Paper, great artist.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeding him too much nowadays. But I think the reason why is because I'm not giving him a chance to listen to his music.
Yeah, I think you should. And I think like he just came out of prison. And I don't know whether he signed. Yeah, he's just signed. Like he's doing industry for a minute. Like he needs to. Do you know what I mean? Like
make that bread.
yeah, you need to get the bag. You need to come out with another one album. Do you know what I mean? You're signed. You've got to do work out your signed.
I feel like he's trying to establish himself as an artist.
Yeah, as an artist, like you're
he's certified in the streets.
Like, yeah, but we're not embarking anymore. We're going global.
We're trying to go.
Yeah,
we're trying to do big things now.
You need to let him have it. My favorite songs on the album, Thanks for Waiting, are EastEnder. There are a lot of features, I'll tell you that much, boy. If you're looking for pure paper, it's not going to happen. So my favourite is EastEnder with Unknown T. I love that song. As a fellow EastEnder myself, I feel like I can relate on a spiritual level. Let's move on. Take That with Digga D. That was fun. And Nothing's Free with Suspect. Fun little numbers. There are some others that I liked, but those are the ones that I saved and really enjoyed. There's an NSG song on there that sounds just like all NSG songs if you fancy it too.
Options again.
Yeah, that one's called Plain Clothes.
Anyway, next thing on the list is Western. We actually listened to this song on the way to the podcast studio. Western has released a song with Lilia Ike.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
Lilia.
Lilia, huh?
Is it Lily or Lilia?
I don't know.
I think it's Lily.
I see an A. How
Lila?
can
Lila?
Lila?
I've never
Whatever
heard
it
of
may
it.
be.
What's the song called?
It is called Never Leave.
Never Leave. I really like it.
Really good song.
Proper nice. And I think, what's his name?
Akel?
Nope. Hailey has the type of voice.
Hailey holds the whole of Western. He's
holds-
holding them like a sack, like Santa Claus.
Hailey has the type of voice that allows him to go anywhere and sing
Transitions well.
anything. He's like, there are so many genres. Can you relax? I know you will. Just give it a second.
Please.
All right.
He's got the type of voice that he transcends across genres. He was on the Jules album.
Yep.
I know they were all there, but it was.
Oh, were they all on there?
It was Hailey.
I only heard Hailey.
Yeah, I never really see the song through, but it says Western. It doesn't say Hailey, so.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think I've heard of it.
I don't know.
It's only Hailey.
Yeah, well then there you go. So yeah, he was on, the Alte Afro sound. He did this, which is giving real sound. You get it? So I feel, and he can do the UK stuff as well. He's doing amazing.
That guy is a great artist.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be listening to is it Lila Ike? I don't know how to say her name. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm definitely going to be listening to her music a bit more, but she sounds like a really good artist.
Yeah. Hailey, call me when you go single.
Lord have mercy.
Anyway, that's all I have on my list. Hailey for president.
Hailey for president.
Thank you so much for that, MBT.
Yes.
Now, let's move on. Okay, guys, you've seen by the title, you know what we're talking about today. We are celebrating the blacks.
Ooh.
Alexa, play Black Boys.
Black boys, everybody, black boys.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easy. I don't know why I'm singing all that.
I don't know why.
Because I'm trying to remember. All I know is black boys, everybody, black boys, and they're sitting on the step.
The introduction where it's the snippet from the original song. But I thought she was actually just about to go into the original song. So that's why I was like, where are you going?
I don't know the words. Yeah. Shout out, Bashi. That song was great. And that mixtape is actually fire as well. Jabba Chops! I love that. Now, let's move on.
Chopper Chop mixtape.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That
sir.
guy had a lot of cavities.
Sorry, what the hell?
Because he enjoyed those
First
sweets.
of all, cavities. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's fucking
Is
move
that
on.
what I said?
No, it is what you said, but isn't that such an American thing to say? Cavities.
Look, we're global now.
We're global now.
Fair enough.
There's people that listen to us
Shout
in the
out
US.
to y'all.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, dead ass.
You see, these guys, they don't respect y'all.
Dead ass. What are you talking about, right?
We don't believe you.
Okay,
We're not
alright.
Canadian.
Come on, let's move on, guys.
fucking get it going, girls.
Why are we getting so distracted today? I don't know what's going on. We're all on drugs, bruv. Right now.
They're brewski.
Listen, it's Black History Month, and we're not going to do the typical Black History Month stuff, right? This is not just going to be your typical, we just want to celebrate other Black people, we're white. We're not doing that, right?
Even though
we want to, I mean, Black people deserve to be celebrated all year round, which is why I'm not going to succumb to the man and do what they want us to do, which is just do a quick shout out for you, man, in October and never hear from you, man, again. So,
basically,
we want to touch on our 3 favorite topics: music, fashion, and the culture.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? And I think these are really prominent areas where Black people have just shone through in the last few years, like shockingly. So we're going to start with music.
Yeah.
Let's get straight into it, okay? Black music is now commercial music.
Yes, it
when
is.
we went to Stratford yesterday, and when we were walking past JD, I was listening to the music that they were playing in the shop. Darko.
Yeah.
J1, A1. It's Black music. When you think back in the day when you was working in retail, you were hearing songs by people you don't know. Yeah, all that.
That was all that was played in JD Sports.
Don't you touch my boyfriend. Like
pop.
all of that stuff. It was pop music.
Yeah.
And now I think Black music is the new pop music. And I'm just thinking about like how much it's changed from, say, I was even going to say 10 years ago, like 5 years ago.
Yeah. It's only recently that it's changed. Because what do you want to start?
Well, it's kind of weird because I'm even trying to think of it of, in stores, I feel like they have to buy CDs that have preloaded music onto it.
I think they create playlists in the head office.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly different for me. I'm not going to disclose where I used to work, but where I worked, we just plugged in our phone. And it got to a point where I feel like I was playing a lot of Black music in that store. And
come on, man, you can say where you work.
But I'm not going to say that because it was illegal to do that.
Okay.
We're
not going to say that, okay.
Do you own the music you were playing?
Exactly. I mean, I pay for Apple Music, so...
Okay. Right, go on.
But yeah, no, but it's like, it's weird because I remember hearing that they buy CDs and that has music which they paid for to play inside the stores.
Right.
And the fact that loads of Black music is now getting preloaded onto there. I mean, I'm hearing Wizkid in stores.
Yeah.
It's like, this is not something that I would have ever expected to ever happen in the past. Really.
Yeah.
I remember the first time when I used to work at Gucci, I heard they played Burna Boy in the store. I nearly lost my mind. I said, Burna?
Really?
Yeah. I was like, bro, am I hearing Burna Boy? And I was even, so there was a video I was watching today, yeah. Or maybe this is irrelevant, but it's kind of not. But I was watching this video. It was a TikTok of Wizkid doing his first ever performance of Don't Dial.
Oh,
I am going to put the video. No.
No.
Not that one. It's literally his first ever performance, and he's like, "This is me. This is my song I made 2 weeks ago. It's called Don't Dial." I'm gonna put the video in if they allow me.
Mad.
Yeah, and it's just
Oh,
like. Yeah, very humble. He's like, I can see my daddy in the crowd.
Wow.
I can see my mommy in the crowd, and that's like 2012.
Yeah, man.
It's not even. Because
not
Don't
long
Know came
ago,
out in
man.
2012. That's not even 10 years ago.
I think Wizkid started to pop when I was in uni.
Yes, Don't Dial came to fame in 2012 for sure.
Yeah.
Don't Dial within that year.
Yeah.
That was him off.
9 years. This guy is now one of the biggest artists in Africa.
It's crazy.
Not just Africa though.
Worldwide.
Internationally.
I think
right
that's
now,
why it's spinning me because
Worldwide.
it's not just about. It's not like our like safe little secret of having Wizkid or special artists. You're hearing him in JD.
Reals.
Yeah.
On Kiss
JD.
100. JD in Kiss 100.
Yeah.
It's mad.
You know when a song hits Kiss 100, it's like.
Do you know what? I want us to refer back to one of our previous episodes because we were talking about Burna Boy being that international artist.
Oh yes.
And now Wizkid now.
Well, I
Global.
feel like they both can hold that spot because really and truly they're both getting plays on the radio.
There's only one person I want to have that spot.
Either way, they both getting plays on the radio a lot
Yeah.
more and in stores. But even saying that, it's like going back to the idea of like what music was before and store music and radio music. It's just I don't know. It's just so I feel like it's weird to just see so many Black songs on the radio right now because I've never grown up on this. I remember going to school and driving to school on the radio. And you wouldn't hear Black music like you might hear the odd like Tiny Temper that might have broke through and done a pass out or something like that. But to hear like Afrobeat music,
I think it's the Black artist being one thing, but Black music being another thing.
It's different.
Everyone sounds like they want to do Afro swing. You've got the white people trying to sound like Black people, and I know that obviously that's always been a thing, Eminem. Yeah. But there was no need for that. I love Eminem. There's no need for that
as well.
Obviously that's always been a thing, but like now Afro swing is the sound. Like you know, back in the day there was a particular sound, like the pass outs and the. Do you know what I mean? Now the sound is Afro swing. Yeah. Every song that's made by every TikTok artist, every Love Island contestant that decided they wanted to get into music, it sounds like Afro swing. And that's mad.
What is so mad is that you were saying that we were listening to the radio on the way to school. This music, and when we're talking about AM, like 6 a.m. in the morning, we're hearing black music on the radio.
Yo, I go on Capital Extra, I'm hearing like, who did I hear recently? I think I heard Unknown T on Capital Extra one.
In the morning, and this guy talking about Shane.
I'm hearing like drill at 6
That's what I was going to say. I heard K-Trap one time on Kiss 100.
It's mad.
And I said, wow.
This is different.
K-Trap.
And the thing is, it took a long time for him to take off that mask.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that he's on the radio.
There you go.
Mate, it's just mad. Like, I just find it's just crazy because that's just not the life that we know.
100%.
And I wonder how much, like, how that would make someone like, obviously your brother is like 11, 12, 11?
Yeah,
11. And he's like, he's at that age where he's just joined secondary school, and like, from a music perspective, everybody's listening to the music from his culture.
Unknown T,
yeah,
Digger D,
yeah,
Lowski.
These
kids at a young age are listening to guys doing drive-bys.
I'm not gonna lie, it's violent stuff. Yeah. But I wonder what that says to someone like your brother, like the people that I look up to and I see are all black.
Yeah,
that's
it's different.
Mad.
It's different perspective for sure.
It's inspirational because now, when we were younger and we were listening to music, obviously we were like underground radio, all that type of stuff. So we was like, okay, if they're doing it on pirate radio, they're not allowed to come out.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't give us that aspiration. Okay, cool, this is what we want to do, because it's basically they'll do it. It felt like you're doing something that you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Now these guys are on radio.
Yeah.
Doing all these things,
and
now the younger generation are like, you know what, I can be an artist if I want
to.
I can
do it too.
I feel like that's what's even more insane. But even moving away from UK music, I feel like being African too, growing up in, I'm not sure what it was like for everyone else, but growing up in Essex, to say you were African, was like a thing where it's like
a taboo, mate.
It was like you could potentially get bullied just for saying you're African, right? But even listening to African music and hearing stuff inside like Nanas. I remember one time I was in Nanas and I heard Sunny Ade randomly. When I was younger, and I was why the heck who the heck is playing this? It sounds very weird. What's going on? Like, we're outside, don't do this. But you're at a party, you're enjoying the same music. But now we're at a point where the younger generation is growing up here and they're hearing African music and they're embracing it for what it is. It's like, it's very good to see, because now they can actually say, you know what, it's actually okay for me to say I'm African. It's okay for me to be black. Like, there's no problem with this. Like, everyone's enjoying my music, so why shouldn't I be enjoying 100%. It too? Yeah. And I feel like it's sad to an extent because we never got that when we were younger. We never got to see like black music on the main stage and be proud of it, except for if you decided to move into the pop realm or trying to
do what the white
people are doing. Exactly. So it's nice to see, and it's good to see them coming up on that. However, the violence in the music is a lot.
I mean, some of the drillers have got to stop drilling. You know what I'm talking about?
So based on that, if obviously we're saying that black music's now popping, Afro swing and all that's now popping. So can we really like get onto people like that Jessie Nelson girl for embracing our music then?
Well, it's different.
Why is it different?
Number one, black music has always been popping. Black music has always been popping.
Wait.
It's always. When I say that it's always been popping, I mean like in terms of being the curators of music and being the people that actually produce songs where people might take from. It's always been that. It's never been a situation where it's, unless you come from a different background, like I don't know what song do white people listen to. What's his name? Was the honky donkey?
Honky donkey.
I was gonna say Elton John. No, what's his name? Elvis.
Okay.
Or Hannah Montana's there.
Okay. So let's go from that aspect. Black music has basically been. I think even then they probably sample from black people anyway. But like black people have always been the people where people always take from, right? So even though we're more in the main stage now, and it's something that is a lot more in everyone's faces, I do not still agree with what people like Jessie Nelson have done, Christina Aguilera.
Why?
Because it's like, really and truly, I could understand you sampling music, I could understand you taking inspiration. But when you're now mimicking black people to the point where you're trying to make yourself look black, almost blackface, let's be real. Almost blackface, It's like, come on. Because the same black people that are doing it because they actually do this and that's their real self are not getting the same recognition as you. So it's like, really and truly, like, if you want to be real to yourself and you want to say this is you being real to yourself, by all means, go and do what you want to do.
Because she's from Essex. I think she's from Romford.
Reals. I mean, and we know Essex and Romford sides. This is not essence that Robson says. This song that she made with P. Diddy, we ain't going nowhere. This ain't happening. No one's riding 4x4s with big ribs.
Yeah,
this doesn't happen.
No, that's true. They're wearing skimpy skirts and they're wearing heels.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about the Jessie Dawson situation? Can I ask?
I don't give a shit.
I hear that.
I don't give a shit.
I hear
like, copy it. Do you know what? It's one of those ones where I see it as, and it's of recently that I'm now like, okay, cool. Like, you copy our shit. You're not better than the original. You're a photocopy.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Photocopy.
I hear that, and I think that's fine. If she didn't gain something that we were losing out from for her doing the same thing.
She didn't gain shit.
Of course she did.
How many followers, sorry? Do you know how many views she got on that song?
But do you know what? But wait. Listen. No, wait. Listen. It's one of those situations where good publicity and bad publicity is still the same thing.
I hear what you're saying, but
they've ridiculed her music.
Yeah.
They ridiculed her music. People have obviously gone to watch the thing. YouTube, eyes are eyes. Whether it be bad, whether it be good, you're going to get your numbers up regardless. So you telling me that, okay, did you see how many views she got on YouTube? Cool, you got views.
It's not just about the views. The song is doing well. Like, just because we are sitting
here
as just because
underneath the song say what it needs to say. People are not going at her for what she's doing. They're actually enjoying the song. Sorry, Kesi.
Yeah, just because we're sitting here as 3 black people that are like, oh yeah, we don't like the song, But people like the song, and there are a lot of people who are fans of hers, and there are a lot of people that are white that don't care about blackfishing. This is not a thing for them. So she's still gonna get that success. She's still gonna get the money. She's still gonna get that commercial recognition that a lot of black women aren't receiving. And to be fair, anyway, we'll come back to this another time. We're supposed to be celebrating black people, but Nicki Minaj is a big nerd as well. Big nerd, yeah. Off the back of that whole situation, even jumping on the track, come on, there's money, you don't turn that down, and that's fine. But off the back of that, they jumped on an Instagram live, and Nicki Minaj was slating the what's the girl's name? The black one?
Jessie.
No,
the girl from
the black one, and you said Jessie Cheeks.
The other girl from Little Mix.
The other one from Little Mix.
No, see, that's.
I was gonna say Jamie. It's not Jamie. Anyway, Leanne. Yeah, Leanne. She got onto the Instagram live talking about, Leanne can suck a dick, she's moving mad anyway, blah, blah, blah. And you know what Nicki Minaj's fans are like, the barbs. They're all aggressive. So they went onto Leanne's Instagram page, started slating her, talking about, you're this, just creating issues.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone was a big nerd in that situation, Jessie and Nicki Minaj. But
Nicki, your career is finished.
It's not.
Where?
It's far from it.
No, what?
Far from it.
No. Be real.
Far from it.
I can't lie.
Thank you.
It's on the decline. Yeah, she's moving mad.
What? Tell me what you're gonna be.
You know what? Let me tell you why. Yeah, there are a number of different elements that she's messing up with. Yeah, her biggest fan base are young, black, and if they're not black, they're the LGBTQ plus community. Okay, they go hard for her. Yeah? Those are the main demographics that we're working with right now. You fucked off black women on regular occasions.
Yep.
And as it relates to young people who are queer, and if they're not queer, then they're at least inclusive and have an open mind about things. They are very against, as we all should be, domestic violence, rape. They take those things quite seriously. And she's married to someone who was a convicted rapist.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, Mr. Petty. Brother, it's over. It's over for her still, I can't even lie. But yeah, that's it. I think we need to move on to our next topic.
Yes,
but before we do, let's shout out some people that are in the music industry, because we have to shout out people.
Of course.
Who do you think is doing amazing in the industry right now?
What do you mean, regardless of whether it's the UK or America?
Yeah, but I'd like to stick to UK. You know, homegrown and things.
We've spoken about him on numerous occasions. Jules, that guy is doing a madness.
Production wise, doing amazing.
Who else? TSB. TSB's doing his thing. Heady One.
Yeah, production wise, doing amazing.
Tion Wayne.
Young T and Bugsy.
Young T and Bugsy, yeah?
Young T and Bugsy are quietly not making any mistakes.
Look!
They're doing great.
Do you know what? You said it perfectly. Quietly, not making no mistakes.
They're not out here fighting with anyone. Yeah. Like, we need our recognition because
they did a great job.
Bangers.
And do you know what I really liked? They did that giveaway. Remember the one that they did to celebrate their new song,
with the
New
PS5s.
Shape, yeah? With all that stuff. And they collaborated with Nella Rose, and I thought that was really big.
Yeah, it was really big.
I thought that was a really big deal. I just like the way they do things. Just good vibes, no problems.
Yeah.
I just like them. Doing a great job. Who else?
Young Philly, he's good stuff and he's presenting stuff.
He's a presenter, not music.
It's good for me. I'm just saying
Don't put him there because he's in the culture.
I hear that, it's true.
TSB's on there.
Yeah. But there are a couple people, and I've just maybe I should have wrote this down before.
No, that would have been cool.
But yeah, shout out to them.
Who else?
I can't think. I actually can't think. I don't
music
because I don't listen to UK music. I was gonna say shout out Pot of Paper. Have I?
It's
because you grew up in a shanty. That's why.
Mez up.
Yeah, that's it really.
Yeah, cool. Okay, shout out to
There's
them.
many others, but
others.
the music scene for black people right now is doing so well. I'm so happy to see it.
Yeah, man.
Producers, artists, you're all doing your thing and it's sick, man.
Do you know what though? I will say this. I don't really care for Darko's music, but what Darko has done in terms of the sound and carrying this sound, this popular sound, and letting younger people get in there, shout out to her. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not my bag, but
yeah,
more life. And NSG as well.
NSG,
new age boy band. Love it. We don't have time, but I really want us to get into like the other stuff.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Oh man, we don't have any time. Right, okay, cool.
We make time.
Yeah, we'll have to make time.
Anyway, fashion.
Alright, let's get straight into fashion. So, like Toby mentioned in regards to music, we've always been a big influence, and I think people have always kind of looked to us for what to do or how to dress or how to act or whatever. But now we're moving more into the ownership lane.
Yep.
How have things changed, do you feel, from like, let's say the 2000s till now?
Everything's changed. Like when we were talking about the episode before, what I said, and you guys were like, "Oh, it's actually a point," was there's a lot of artists that have transitioned from music and have now seen a passion in fashion, and seeing that even though it's been happening, like Diddy was doing it, Jay-Z was doing it, 50 Cent was doing it. They did it at that time. It was big. But it isn't what it is right now. Like, when I'm seeing Kanye West transition as a producer and a musician to now being one of the biggest brands in the world right now and collaborating, and I won't even say collaborating, people are buying into him to basically change the outlook of their brand.
Yeah.
Gap, Adidas, Nike. He changed it completely. And even people like, no, actually, he's not even an artist. That's it. Kanye West for me.
No, I feel like it's definitely in terms of like transitioning from fashion brands just being seen as something that people just take inspiration from to actually being owners and being able to do bigger things. Your examples that you just gave was very valid. So you've got people like 50 Cent and Jay-Z that made Rockaware and G-Unit wear and all that kind of stuff. But it was always a situation where it was like, oh, that's just the thing that rappers like to wear. Right? And if you want to try and look like a rapper, this is what you should wear. But it was never given the same recognition as your high fashion brands like
Tommy Hilfiger,
etc. I mean, back in the 90s, you did have brands like Cal Kanai, you had your Dapper Dans that tried to take it where it should be, but still they were never given a chance to break through those barriers.
And they were definitely seen as like urban brands.
Urban, exactly. They were always seen as urban brands. It was never on the same level as your Gucci's and your Chanel's and whatever you want to put out there. So now to actually be able to see people actually creating brands and it being put in the same level as luxury fashion, I would never have expected to see a brand like Yeezy come to a point where you're like, they're going to see it on Farfetch right next to your Gucci's and your Balenciagas, because you would have never thought that this could happen for black people. So seeing black people being able to take their creativity and make it something where in the scene, it's no longer looked at the urban thing, but looked at the thing that luxury brands are going to be copying. That's insane to see. I feel like there's a lot more black artists that are being able to go out there and put out their creativity to the point where it's like, no, I'm not just a household name, or I'm not just the urban thing or the cool thing to be wearing. I'm the lifelong thing that people are going to always come back to and reference for years to come.
It's mad because even now, like, even as you were saying that, I was just thinking about all the people, not even just artists, but all the black people that brands have seen, damn, we need to get this person on board because our brand is not going to be popping. Like Pharrell jumping on Chanel, Virgil jumping to Louis Vuitton. Like that, these are household brands. Brands that have, they're like at the top. They are like the gatekeepers. And you know, okay, without this person, like, you know, our brand can't change. So it's nice to see. It's really nice to see.
Even the way that Nike holds Travis Scott, like, and Travis Scott in general as a person who I do believe in the industry plant, but we'll come back to that another day.
Do you think Drake is as well?
I don't. People don't move when, like, people look to Travis Scott as an influencer, like one of the biggest influencers of our time. They don't want to do collabs unless Travis Scott is involved. Like, it's that type of energy. How many trainers has Travis done with Nike already?
Countless.
Man. How many things has he done with other brands? Excuse me. With other brands. Like, it's insane to see what he has like what he has achieved and the way he's achieved it. And it's also mad to see like how so many people like Travis Scott, like how many brands depend on black people for the culture to thrive. Like we haven't seen it in our time. And I think what you just said before about like black brands used to be classed as black brands and people only wear them if they want to look black.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what we were saying the other day about how now blackness and black culture has transcended black culture and has entered hype culture.
Yeah.
And that's just not something that we've ever seen before in our time. I think it's sick. I think it's massive.
I'm going to even put a spin on this. What I'm even seeing a lot is black models as well.
Yeah.
Involved in the fashion thing. Like, I was looking at not too long ago, Zara. Zara right now, yeah. Blackity black.
You know what, yeah? Black. No, it's actually mad because I actually never used to see black models on Zara adverts.
Nope.
Like, on their website, anything. So, I'm starting to see it a lot more. So, it's good because, as I said, it's going away from the... let's just basically either support black people 1 month, Black History Month, or let's just put this black person here because we think it's going to sell. I feel like, obviously, from the outside looking in, it's becoming more of a situation where we need this black person because their creativity is what we want to invest in.
Yeah.
We don't want to just invest in their skin color anymore. We actually want to invest in them because we can see that he got vision and he can do what he wants to do. There's a lot of like young creatives that I'm seeing come out, and because it's a lot more accessible, a lot more easier to make brands nowadays, so you can make a brand from your bedroom. But to see them go from being in your bedroom, what people actually see them as, it's not just this is just a cool black brand. It's actually see them as this is actually a sick design.
Yeah,
like when you go to
brand,
Cortez, for example, just to see how it's exploded. It's not just a thing where it's exploded in black culture. It's like everyone's wearing this now.
Yeah.
Virgil Abloh, like proper celebrities are trying to get this stuff now, and it's super limited. It's like it's almost Gucci but on a smaller scale.
Yeah,
it's like it's more accessible, but it's like this thing flies off the shelf.
It's just as worldwide, yeah.
Exactly. It's like Telfar bags. Telfar bags do not sit on the shelves anymore.
Yeah.
It's not a situation where this is just it's a fad. It's just something that's happening over like for 1 second.
Yeah,
this
we're actually ingrained.
We're actually ingrained, entrenched in this. So it's good to see blackness has actually transcended from something that was just considered something urban to something that's generally accepted. Like as we can't live without this.
Yeah.
Go on. No, there was just a great point that he said is that they're not just investing in our skin color anymore. They're actually investing in our craft and creativity. When you look at it that way, you're like, damn.
It's what we want to see. It's what we've always wanted to see, just to be considered as human. It's not just our skin color. It's not just our abilities. It's the fact that we are humans and we're sick. Like, we can do things. We can do things just as good as every other race. If not better. So it's a situation where it's no longer just about your skin color, about what you can do for us. It's more about we see you taking this brand to the next level. Because of your creativity, your mind. And that's what is good to see.
Thank you, Martin Luther.
Yes, really, really love that.
Wow.
To their people. Do you know one thing as well that I find quite interesting? I find it interesting that for a very long time there's been a massive correlation, a very clear correlation between black brands and them not being taken seriously. Them not being seen as like a serious brand. And one of the brands that I want to shout out is Gossecure, because I think the reason why, and I know we mentioned them quite a bit, but the reason why I find this brand specifically so solid is because they have changed the idea that a t-shirt should be £35 because that's what all t-shirts should be. And I'm a black business and I'm trying to get popping, so I have to start low. I need to start an accessible price. They see the vision and they are a luxury brand and they treat it as such, and they don't change it because of any reason. And I've never seen him say, the owner that is Benjamin, shout at him.
Shout out Benjamin.
I've never seen him say for a second, it costs £0 for you to retweet this brand, black-owned business, and more life. No, okay, let me be clear.
More life to those people.
More life to those people, because I think everyone get it how you live in it. Everyone has their way of doing things. Being more than just a black-owned brand is important to me. And I think that's something that Gossecure does amazingly. The brand is marketed so well. You can see that there's detail in their craft. They take time and precision, and you can tell that, obviously you've got one of the t-shirts, it's worth the money. Do you know what I mean?
Lasting,
and it's not just one, you don't just treat it as I'm a black owned brand, And I feel like that's how, unfortunately, we've had, it's something that a lot of black people, black businesses, we've had to learn over time. Is that it's not just enough to say, come on man, you're my bro, you're my brother, come on, let's pay the money. He really turned it into something that was amazing and legendary and luxury. And I think that's something that he's done amazingly well.
I feel like it's not to say that being black owned or being labelled as a black owned brand is a bad thing.
No, not at all. Yeah.
But I feel like this is what a lot of black creators and black brands are trying to do.
Hold on to.
Is remove the fact that you're black owned and just seeing us as a brand and loving us for what we actually do.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we're black owned is it's
a bonus.
It's a bonus, exactly. But I'm a brand just like everyone else. But I'm better than a lot of these things that are out there. So you should buy into me. So I'm not going to degrade myself because being black owned means that you should basically be a lot cheaper than everyone else. No, I'm gonna do what I want to do because this is what I want to do. And people are buying into that.
And don't support me because you're black, because I'm black owned. Like, if you want to support, I mean, support is support regardless. You take it how you get it, but don't support me just because I'm a black owned brand. Support me because I'm a brand that's doing amazing.
Sick.
And that's what I stand by. So shout out Gossip Cure. Shout out also shout out One Figures. Now One Figures is another brand that it's not just not my bag. It's just not my bag. I just won't wear it. But the quality, they brought out this 150 bomber jacket recently.
Yeah, I've seen it everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh, I think is that the blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of teal and it's got like a middle finger.
He knew what he was doing. That he was like, when he did this, he was like, yeah.
It's cold. I really like it. It's different, and it's been a long time since I've seen a brand that. How do I describe this? I was gonna use the word urban, and I will never do it. I refuse. But like. A luxury streetwear brand, because it is streetwear. A streetwear brand that really applies the quality and charges accordingly. That's what I like. That's what I need. That's what I want to see from London. Trapstar was almost there. Almost there. They almost had it. When Jay-Z and Rihanna started wearing their clothes, I said, they've done it. They didn't do it. But I feel like Cortez, Figures, like they're willing to. Extremes is another good one.
That guy,
His prices. His prices have made sense from the beginning. He said, I'm going to charge you £50 for a tee, and when you buy that t-shirt, you will understand why it's £50.
Yeah. And it wasn't even that. I think it was that. Yeah. But it was one of those ones, he as he grew, his brand grew.
Yeah, and the quality increased as well.
I remember one time he was like, look, fam, the price of this t-shirt, enjoy that. Yeah. Because it's only getting bigger and better. Yeah. And that's exactly what he's done. Now this guy is collaborating. He's collaborating with so many different artists in the UK, making merch for them. Chipmunk, D Block Europe. This guy's even going to America. I saw him. What's it called?
With Offset.
Yeah, with Offset. Yeah. I'm like, damn.
Work is being done, man. 100%. Work is being done. So shout out those brands that we mentioned.
Don't sleep on them, man.
As well, man.
DX Studios is another one as well. That guy, his jeans, the vision is mad. From time. He's friends with what's the guy that you used to listen to, Lancey Foe. Yeah. Them guys.
Shout out you guys, man.
Speaking of Lancey Foe, shout out Leomi Anderson, killing it, black model, absolutely stunning, killing it.
Even Lancey Foe himself, like I was listening. No, I wasn't really. I was only listening to him because of Kesi, and then from nowhere, this guy is now in America. Yeah, and he's the thing doing about fashion him, as well,
he's got an image, and he's got such a cult following. Yeah, it just works for him, and I think that's another thing about black artists. In general, they are more than just like a music. A lot of black artists do really well at being more than just a musician.
Multifaceted.
Yeah, so he's rubbing shoulders with Kanye and them. Like he's doing bits, he's killing it. So yeah, shout out to Lancey Foe and Leomi Anderson. Let us move on to our final topic, which is talking about the culture.
Itself, man. That's
the culture is the one that I anticipated we were going to be talking about for a while. I feel like this is going to go on for a minute because there are so many aspects of the culture. It's not just one thing. Yeah, the culture is big.
We're gonna have to pay extra, wouldn't we?
Well, yeah, I think we're gonna have to just, you know what I mean?
Run it up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to run it up. So, how do I even get into this? Okay, so what it means to be a black creative,
has changed completely.
I think it's a whole new definition. I don't even think the black creative was even a thing. Like, of course, it was a thing, but. No, not like this.
No, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, not like this in the last decade.
We had celebrities. We didn't have this thing that we have now. There were celebrities and
They were normal people.
They were just normal. They weren't normal people.
Fair.
No, there were celebrities like Diddy, all these people in the sky.
Yeah.
That you're like, okay, these people are there.
Yeah.
I can't become that.
Yeah.
I can only be this.
Yeah.
Now there is this personality, influencers, regular old people that are just doing dumb shit.
Yeah, doing
dumb shit, and they are now rubbing shoulders with these people that used to celebrity. I feel like celebrities now, where they were on
completely
where they're at a pedestal, then you're just ordinary people to me now.
I think a really good example is like, say somebody like, this isn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but an example might be someone like Alize Daman. She's an amazing stylist who I'm in love with. And she does a lot of work, a lot of styling work with like Young T and Bug T. She styles them quite a lot. Yeah. And she was doing a lot of jobs with, like she was just doing a lot of freelance stuff. Nothing that has any reason for her to be partying with Drake. And she ended up partying with Drake. Yeah. It's things like that. Like those structures flatten the minute that like things overlap. When I think of Cortez to me, back in the day, maybe 10 years ago, that would have been on Trapstar's level. Yeah. Maybe even Ben Jart's level. Just a cute little black-owned brand that does not leave London. Yeah. People in Birmingham don't know about Cortez. That's what it would have been 10 years ago. Now, because...
Just a shout out Trapstar and Ben Jart, because they are very big.
No,
they're killing it in their own right. But when you think... Yeah, when you think back in the day, the way that they it's just unfortunate because... If the time it's not too late. It's not too late. Obviously, Ben Jart's killing it. We just said that they were in Harvey Nicks. Harvey Nicks. Yeah. So I mean, it's sick. But at the time, if Trapstar and Ben Jart had the accessibility that Cortez has now to transcend into luxury and find themselves on the Met Gala runway or not runway, red carpet. These things just did not happen 10 years ago. It just didn't happen 10 years ago. So that's what I mean about the accessibility. Like, Alize will be doing something with someone that we would deem as a London artist, a UK artist. Yeah. But for some reason, one way or another, because everything is transcended and music is music and culture is culture, and there is no level and hierarchy, we all find ourselves in the same place. Yeah, no, that never existed before.
It's so mad. It's so mad. Like you said, seeing Virgil wear Cortez on the red carpet, it's so mad. Yeah. So mad.
I feel like a lot more people are embracing black culture now. More than ever. I mean, it was a lot of copycats, a lot of mimics before, but people are actually taking it in and seeing it as something bigger than what it used to be. And even with what you were saying about the difference between celebrities and normal people, it was this space of black creatives now is created a whole new like
dimension,
status, and a whole new dimension. It's like they're not celebrities, they're not like the people that people want, not the Beyoncés of the world, but on some sort of level they do have that aspect. So with social media coming in, like you can be the Beyonce of social media, but you might not have Beyonce money or Beyonce fame, but it's like on social media you're seen as someone bigger than Beyonce. You get what I mean?
Do you know what I want to touch on? I want to touch on like ownership and owning the culture and like people that are killing it in that respect. I don't know what to touch on first. Basically, there's the party side that we can touch on. We can talk about the media side.
Let's start the party.
I was gonna start with media.
Media's quick. Media's quick, I guess.
It's not that quick though.
Isn't it?
No. The reason why I wanted to talk about it is because there are a number of things. We can talk about the podcast stuff, but before we talk about the podcast stuff, I want to talk about like the trend centrals of the world.
Okay.
That one, was a game changer.
So this is the thing, I think because backchat seemed like trivial, pointless conversations that people wanted to ridicule all the time, people think that Trend Central isn't what Trend Central is. Yeah. There is nothing like that existed before Trend Central existed. Yeah. Having a hub of content created by black people, for black people, including and casting black people, having owned by black people, and having black people that worked there, videographers, black videographers,
everything was
black produced. Everybody is black.
I hope everyone was black.
Most people are black. If the team was what it was 3 years ago, like it was last year, everybody is black on set. Everyone. That did not exist. That kind of thing never existed. And again, because YouTube, the internet, and social media has put everybody on the same playing field.
On a pedestal.
Yeah, Drake is on the same Instagram that I'm on, and that's how it works. That's how because
social media has intertwined everything.
Because it's flattened that structure. It means that backchat. There were people, I can't remember who reposted something, but one big celebrity had reposted backchat and like Blue Therapy, and it just made me realize that actually Trend Central is global because it's on the internet, and that makes it global. Yeah. And what they have done for the culture, what they have done for black people, crazy. A lot of black creatives like myself that kind of not necessarily are starting out, but there is room for you to become something at a place like Trend Central. Like for me, okay, so when I was younger, I told you guys this before, my parents just knew that I was supposed to get into hosting, presenting. That was my bag. They've been saying it from day. You were right. So yeah, that's what my parents have been saying from when I was like 8 years old. I would look at TV, I would see Trevor McDonald on ITV. I would see that black woman. Yeah, I would see what's his name?
Is it Trevor McDonald?
No, Trevor McDonald is ITV.
Trevor, my little gandrella.
And
I can't remember his name.
And his name
I can't remember his name. I always see them as Trevor McDonald. Because I always got it mixed up.
Shit, what's his name?
Don't worry, I'll
Damn it.
Trevor Nelson.
Trevor Nelson!
That guy with his bald head, he was so cool.
You'll see Trevor Nelson on MTV, and you'll see that black woman on CBBC, and that's it. I didn't see anything else. I said, how am I? So how am I? If I what? So if I don't get a job at BBC, I'll never become a presenter. That's what it was for me. There was no Trend Central for me to say, oh yeah, let me go there and see Now I'm at the age I'm at late 20s. There was an opportunity put before me, Trend Central. I found myself, and that has been the start of like my career for me. That's how it worked. You could have never done that before. So people like Trend Central are doing something. Mate, the plans, anyway, what they've got in the pipeline, it's dumb. It's dumb.
They even have ZZ Mill on their roster.
ZZ
Mill.
She's becoming one of like a big presenter now.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know what you were trying to say just then, but the fact that ZZ Mills, I can't say she came from nothing. Let's not do that. But ZZ Mills, her brand was created on and through Trend Central.
She is who she is
because of herself, not Trend Central. But
I mean, I kind of agree.
She before ZZ Mill, I believe she was ZZ Mills. Was her name there?
No. It's not what it is now.
But I saw her on
It's
Instagram.
not what it is now.
I saw her on Instagram.
Trend Central has been instrumental in her success in her career.
Perfect.
Facts. And those things needed to exist for a lot of ZZ Mills. It's not just ZZ Mills. People like Wumi Bello, she's now a presenter. She's got the Wumi Bello show. People like I Am Koi. All of these like black women, even like shout out Hema K, my fave. All of these people, the idea of them existing without like creative outlets like some sort of platform like Trend Central, these things just don't exist. There are others. I don't know if Graham Daly is black owned, so I'm not going to mention them.
When Radar Radio was
Link Up TV, no, because they're owned by that guy and we can't respect him. But a lot of these like collectives and hubs and places and spaces, they have created what we see today. And when we see the work of, I know Foot Asylum isn't black owned, but Foot Asylum, the YouTube page that has the
Young Philly and
the Harry Paneros and all, those things wouldn't have existed without creative platforms 100%. Like that. So 100%. Shout out Trend Central. Shout out Andy, the director, the GOAT.
But what? Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. Are we not going to shout out people like Link Up TV and Graham Daly then?
Well, that's what I said. I want to shout out Graham Daly, but I'm not sure if they're black owned.
Graham Daly is black owned.
Oh yeah, my guy.
And,
Link Up TV.
Link Up TV is owned by Rashad. SBTV.
Yeah, SBTV.
SBTV is what started it.
Yeah, he is what started it.
Is the roots.
No, but hear me out though. And I know they had Ed Sheeran there, so don't try and correct me. But SBTV was urban. They plugged it as urban. They did not get the opportunity to become.
They plugged it as urban. Yes.
I was about to say Spiff TV.
Spiff. Channel U. It was what's it called? I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But if you think about, even though they create it as this urban thing, they still brought in a lot of black artists.
No. I'm not disagreeing. We're saying the same thing. I'm not disputing that in any way, shape, or form. But what I'm saying is, you see how Cortez is not an urban brand; it's a global brand. I mean, it's still probably seen as urban, but it's a global brand regardless. SBTV was urban, and I never saw any American artists on SBTV. It just wasn't the time.
I think there was a point in time there was.
No, understand what I'm saying. There might have been one, there might have been two, but it wasn't like that.
Okay,
you're not gonna find a Drake on SBTV.
I heard,
They just didn't. It just wasn't the time for it. And it's unfortunate, but we're here now, and I think obviously SBTV definitely started something and created something. But in terms of having a platform where it's not just about music, it's about creating a space where random shows like a top 10, like a back chat can exist. There just wasn't a space for that before. It's like we had our own channel. That was our own channel. So
Even Blue Therapy.
That's what I'm saying. It's big. And they're, bro, clear.
Numbers.
They've gone clear.
Numbers.
They've gone clear. So shout out them. So that is the media side. But there's another thing that I wanted to touch on. We don't have time to talk about the podcast. We just don't have the time. But podcasting wasn't a thing 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It had probably just become a thing. And the way that black people took that space and ran that space and owned that space.
Because we know we are the best at it.
Goated. I think that was amazing. I think when I look at I don't personally care for 3 shots of tequila, but what they did, the impact that they had, and what they started between them and the Receipt, what they started, it was a real pioneering moment for black people in that space.
Yeah.
And when I think of Brent, who produces a lot of those shows, 3 shots of Receipts, Black Girls Living, shout out you guys. What he has created with the New Black, for you guys that don't know what I'm referring to, it's go onto the New Black on Instagram. I think Black is spelled with an X instead of an A. Basically, he's created this creative space.
Like a hub.
Yeah, a hub full of radio places, podcast spaces. It's going to be essentially like the Power 105.1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's essentially what it's going to be. They're going to have
right there.
No, this is Dave's logo. Yeah, this is the Instagram. Yeah, so that is the stuff that has been created off of the back of black people being more than doctors, being more than lawyers, and saying, let me just get on the mic and start chatting for a day. And this is where we are now. Like millions of streams, millions of subscribers, all of that stuff off the back of just becoming something more than, like, I don't think, maybe I'm not articulating myself well, but what we deemed as like what could be done is completely different now.
Yeah, I feel like for a very long time we've had to fit in the box.
Yeah.
In a sense that, like I said, celebrities were celebrities. We didn't think we could be anything. So the next best thing was either be a doctor, lawyer, or wherever it was.
Yeah.
And now with all these outlets now being presented to us, we're now like, when people were like, okay, for example, your mum said, okay, this girl could be a host.
Yeah.
She's now like, damn, like, I can actually do this.
Yeah, I can.
This person that wanted to be this person that, okay, was funny. I now have Instagram to show my personality, and now I'm a presenter.
Yeah.
So the theme that I'm beginning to see is like black people for a very long time were just seen as entertainers.
Yeah.
You're here to entertain us. You're here to let us laugh, let us experience something that we don't normally experience.
Yeah. Because they're not funny.
It almost dehumanized black people and what they can do, and just saw them as this thing that can be just purely entertain. But now people are harnessing that creativity and the idea of being good at something that is entertaining. Yeah. But now it's like, I can be the owner of this and be the boss of this.
Yeah.
100%.
So you're no longer seen as a singer that can just sing. You could be seen as a creative that can sing, make music, own a fashion brand, have a podcast, and be on TV, and actually be on TV because you're good at what you're doing, and not just because you're black. Like, I feel like that's the key thing. It's no longer just black people doing this because they're black. It's black people doing this because they're good at what they do. Yeah. And that's what I'm beginning to love.
Another good example before we move on to the music, the what's it called? The party side. 90s Baby, just not too long ago.
Yeah.
Shout out 90s Baby. Yeah,
are
sold
you
out
kidding
the whole
me?
of Box Park.
Crazy.
The whole of Box Park.
Mate.
Do you know how big that place is?
3,000?
Bro.
Money dead
it's
there.
It's not a joke. And do you know what? I'm just so excited because these things, they open us up to, like, we would have never been able to traditionally apply for a Channel 4 job and get a job at Channel 4. No. But now Channel 4 will be approaching them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how
how it's supposed to be.
It's not even just about that's how it's supposed to be, because it is. That would have never ever happened before. People who we originally felt like we had no business dealing with them. They are looking to us. Yeah. And that is a level of ownership that we've never had before, because we created the culture. So we own the culture because we made it ourselves. We didn't go to apply at BBC and try and fit our way there. No, we made our own BBC. We made our own ITV. We made our own. So we don't have to go to them anymore to do anything, because we've created it and they want to come to us.
Yeah, like No Signal.
Bro, which is a brilliant segue. Now, let's talk about, obviously, No Signal, we should have shouted them out in music, really.
They are multifaceted. It's not just music.
I think what I love about black parties and the DLTs and the recesses of this world and the groove theories as well, they're sick, and the Jays Link Ups and the Bowl and Balls of this and the Hoyle Boys, of this life as well. Bro, the thing about these collectives and these events and the Mac barbecues as well, the amount of like, I think we've gotten to a point now as black people where we've just had enough. Like, we've actually just had enough.
Waiting for someone to do something.
Waiting for somebody, like, we don't want to keep getting turned away from the libertines of this life. And we just said to ourselves, we're going to create a space. And I think it's so inspiring to see, like, the DLTs selling out 3,000
instant
without hassle. Twice. 3,000 people capacity venues. People. Like, this is not a joke. When DLT and Recess sold out Box Park Wembley and Box Park Croydon in the same weekend.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What?
That was both for them.
Remember when I went? Recess was the day before. Box Park was the day.
Oh, you're talking about both brands doing it. Yeah. No, that one is when I realized, these guys are not to be messed with.
But it's a number of things that I realized. It's not just that. It's that there are so many black people in this here place. Yeah. We've all had enough.
Yeah.
We want more for ourselves.
Yeah.
And DLT and Recess and other brands, other businesses like them that have established the need and the void.
Yeah.
I'm tired of going to Shoreditch, going there and having to listen to pop and maybe the one next wifey that they play so I can feel like I've been seen. I don't want to keep going to Be At One to hear R&B. I want to go and hear Wizkid at a party.
I want to hear the music
I want to hear my music that I enjoy. And I want to be around black people. I want to feel comfortable around black people.
Yeah.
And they have created spaces that just, I'm sorry, they didn't exist. Like, they didn't. Yeah. And shout out to the Staminas of the world.
And
because
the insides.
Yeah, and the insides of the world. Because obviously, these parties, oh my God, Barfest. Wow. Monumental.
Look, but the thing, this is the key thing. It's like, it's no longer just the uni race.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't, once you left uni, you weren't getting
that again.
Nowhere else. Once your term time is done, that's it.
Yeah, and now you're just itching, innit?
Exactly. You're waiting for the next one.
Yeah.
The J's link ups, the Bowl and Balls, the DLTs, the recesses of today are now creating spaces, as you said, that are comfortable for black people to be in. Outside of their normal day to day.
Yeah.
I can now go, if I want to go to a club, there will, by God's grace, I'm not sure there's already one at the moment, but there will be a black club I can go to. If I want to go to a bar or a pub, you got Prince of Peckham now.
What's his name has
You've
one?
got places where...
Prince of Peckham?
Who?
What's his name? He's
Taser Black.
Yeah, Taser Black has a black club.
He's got a black club. There you go. So it's now becoming a situation where it's becoming normalised for black people to have spaces where they can just do them.
Sorry.
What happened?
I'll tell you.
All right, cool. Yeah. So anyway, it's now a situation where you can now just live your normal life and be in black spaces on a normal day-to-day basis. It doesn't have to be a special event. It doesn't have to be university raves. It's now anytime, any day it can go down, and we will do it bigger and better.
So this is what I want. Yeah, this is obviously, like, we've done so much, but there's a long way to go. And I think one of the biggest things is creating a space where black people can go all the time. That's what I want. Not just an event, a club. A space.
Okay.
It's already started.
Prince of Peckham. Prince of Peckham. We're there, but I want more of them. Yeah, I do. I want more. I want more because I don't just Prince of Peckham in South London, but like I want to go Shoreditch and I want to go to a black bar too. Yeah. I want to do those things. But DLT are collaborating. They're doing something called damn it, I think it's called Soundproof Live. So DLT are collaborating with the Flight Club, the record label, not the trainer store, the record label.
No,
I was actually looking. Okay, that's where I saw it.
Yeah.
No. Nice.
No. The Flight Club. So they're collaborating to come up with this event called Soundproof Live, and essentially it's going to be a platform that pays homage to R&B within the UK. But for the simple fact that they're collaborating with the Flight Club, which is a record label, you can imagine the type of events that this is going to create if they're collaborating with artists, producers. You don't bro, this is big. Like, these things just didn't happen. I think that's my thing. Like, I'm just so excited when I see these things because these platforms, these spaces, they never occurred. There was never going to be an opportunity where someone will go out to party and be able to meet the CEO or the head of UK's best artist. It's just, these things don't exist. They don't exist. And now that they exist now, I think it's changes.
About to be a madness.
It excites me so much.
Yeah. You're the one that's making me so excited right now.
It excites me so much.
I want to be part of it.
I want to be part of it. But even going back to the Black Girls Living live show, seeing black people have a space where they can be themselves was really inspiring for me.
Yeah.
Because people are leaving that show saying that, you know what, if we've already got spaces where black people can do this, I can do the same thing too.
I can do it too.
It's birthing a generation of people that is like, it's no longer impossible for me to do what I want to do. This is what we're gonna start seeing. We're gonna start seeing black people living in their realness and doing what they want to do. Authenticity.
100%. I think something that you've touched on, and something that we've all touched on this whole episode, is that through all the different things that we're talking about, music, fashion, culture, the only thing that has changed massively across all three is that any boundary that was there before has been completely removed. It's for us now, like there is no glass ceiling, there's nothing like that. I don't feel like there is a limit to what I can do anymore. Because there's just been so many things have been created from scratch, from nothing. It was never there before and it's there now. Now I feel like, oh, I can actually do this. And I do have, there is a way for me to do whatever it is. And I don't know what it is that I want to do yet, but I know it can be done. And that, I've never felt that before. I don't even know why I'm getting a little bit emotional, but these things, it just never existed before. And the fact that it exists now, bruv, massive.
It's going to be a madness.
Very exciting.
Yeah, man.
Come on, it brings us to the end of this episode. We've been chatting off, but
it was needed.
It's big, I'm really excited. It's, again, like Black History Month. They love turning this into a thing where we talk about Martin Luther King all month. I don't want to do that, bro. Because there are so many legends right now, like Kid Cudi, who should have been given his flowers. All right, please, don't do that. There are so many legends, and not just legends in the sense that they've done amazing, they've lived a full life, they're the Aretha Franklins and Whitney Houstons. No, I'm talking about the people that have come, and people like me that just accepted that they'd probably be on a 30k salary for the rest of their life in one job somewhere. I'm now looking and realizing, actually, there are so many different things I could do. People don't know what that is. People don't know, like, the DLTs and the recesses. I cannot stress DLT enough. Do you know how many times my mental health was on the rocks? If I didn't have a place where I could go and see other black people feel like myself, I don't know what I would have been like these last couple of years. These are things that are instrumental to our culture. And we haven't even touched on No Signal and what NS10B10 did for all of us.
No Signal, No, what they're doing in the scene
was
they changed the game.
I actually have to shout them out for that, because that helped a lot of
people. A lot of people. And what that collective is, not just No Signal, it's not just Recess, the High Roller collective as a whole, bro, the stuff that they've got planned,
looking forward to it,
mate. I think it's gonna change what it is to be that Brit, like, and just to be black, period.
It's just gonna open
genuinely
so
I think it's a really, really exciting time. That brings us to the end of this episode. I'm feeling super inspired. I feel like I should have been wearing black today with a black beret. Guys, thank you very much for listening. If you got to the end, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning into episode 82 of DBTH Podcast. Anyone that we wanted to shout out from the culture? We didn't do that.
No, we shouted out all of them. DLT, Recess, all of them.
We did. Shout out you, my man, and all the podcasters, and shout out DBTH as well.
All the personalities out there.
Every time. Yeah, shout out Hema K, who's absolutely killing it. And who are some of my favourites? Victor Kunda, my favourite TikToker of all time. The one who did the ethnic thingy that I just sent you the other day.
Which one?
Come on, man. The dark skin guy with really dark, really nice skin.
Oh, is that the one that does the skits with people and someone does something and then he...
No, man. The British one. I'll show you in a second. Anyway,
the guy that... what's it called?
One that I just sent you. Hold on.
But anyway, what's that guy that does the skits and someone does something stupid and he'll do it?
Yeah, my guy. This guy.
Okay, his friend. Do you know the one that they did the video outside and they were dancing?
Yeah. I think his name is Ehiz.
Him as well?
Ehiz.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But like, shout out the black creators. Like, it's just, bruv, life is just changed. He's doing amazing. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Vamp, the creative agency as well, black owned.
Yep.
Don't know every time. All right, cool. I think it's time to go. I feel like, there's that one video of Whitney Houston where she's just shouting out bare people. So I feel like right now.
Sorry.
Okay, guys, that brings us to the end of today's episode. You can follow us on Instagram at DBTH Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter. At DBTH_podcast. You can follow us on, not follow, but you can subscribe here on YouTube, DBTH Podcast. And you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Soundcloud. All by searching DBTH Podcast. Now, that brings us to the end of our episode, unless we have any other business.
No, this is episode 82, and this is DBTH.
We are out.
Peace.